guys, and welcome back to what is an empty Old Trafford at full time. Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 3. Never thought I'd see a day in my lifetime I'd come to Old Trafford and actually see Newcastle win here. I was unfortunate not to come here in 2014. We were 2-0 up once here and we bottled it. Today we were 2-0 up and we maintained it and extended it. Wow, what a result that was. Going into this game, when I saw the start 11, I was expecting to rotate like City, but I couldn't believe some of the rotations. Kraft was in centre half, we had Matt Target on the wing. Obviously, unfortunately, got injured after 2 minutes. We had so many rotations, I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm a bit nervous going into it. We've got Gordon playing up top, there's no striker on the pitch. I'm thinking, listen, we probably are looking towards the Arsenal game, but after watching that, where was my nerves coming from? What a standout performance that was. Best I've seen. I think everyone in Newcastle away match, I don't think I've seen an away game quite like that, where we just battered. I mean, Man U are crap, don't get me wrong, Man U are pretty bad, but this is still a team that's, I mean, the most decorated team in English football, and we just embarrassed them on their own backyard. Look at the stadium, it's like 5 minutes after full time, and they're all gone. Where is everyone? Where they went? They're all gone. I mean, we've got into the game first, so I mean, Newcastle, we started things off quite well. I felt like more or less the entire of the first time, Man U the last 5-10 minutes of the half actually came into it, but Old Trafford is falling down with a performance like that. I quite can't believe it. We're going to start to slowly walk out now, but yeah, I mean, the last 10 minutes of the first half, Man U played alright. The rest of the game, Newcastle were just the best team. Man U never had a control in the game. They can't score to save their life. They could have played 10 hours later and never scored. They're skying everything, taking long shots. Man U were never ever going to score in that game. They got such a poor attacking record. Nobody could score them at all. And that was their big problem today. They had a few chances, a couple of long shots. And this guy, I can't believe it. We've actually smashed Manchester United. Like, we didn't just win, we actually smashed them. Like Paul Durham is class again. All the players one thing. Timo Livramento, unbelievable. He is 21 years old. Hello, Paul. 21 years old, Timo Livramento is. He's one of the best I've ever seen in terms of a fullback position. He's incredible. Lewis Hall, 18 years old. He's scored for the first time ever in Newcastle shirt. Unbelievable body. In Manchester United point of view, there's 5 defenders in front of Onana, 5 defenders in front of Lewis Hall. Not a single one of them blocks it, and that's just such a stupid mistake from there. But Newcastle deserved everything from that game. Manchester United deserved what they got today, and they got nothing. That's exactly what they deserved. And now we beat Man City and we beat Manchester United in the Carabao Cup. No, look, we're probably going to draw Liverpool, we're going to draw, I don't know, West Ham, who just smashed Arsenal tonight. No, look, we'll get something like that. But if we can get Port Vale, we can get a Middlesbrough, we can get maybe an Everton or Fulham, please do it. I'm sick of these hard draws. I'm sick of us getting the best possible teams. And even getting the best possible teams, we're still beating them. So, I mean, Newcastle want to win the trophy. It's probably going to have to be this one. I mean, you've knocked both Manchester teams out. There's no reason why you can't get back to Wembley again. There's no reason why we can't have a 2-legged semi-final. Right, lads? Hey, hello.
Mighty Mags.
Yes, Mighty Mags. The Mighty Mags deserved it all, yeah. So we've got Arsenal next now. Obviously, that's the game where if we are going to throw one away, it's going to have to be that one, because we've got Dortmund next Wednesday, which is such a huge game. Dortmund's such a... What? Okay. Right? No. But I pretty much you get some people like that to mind the tickets, but take care, lad. But Newcastle deserved everything from that game. We went into it with just so much confidence. Take care, pal. Put your stop going out now. Sorry, lad. Jabraka made a great save towards the end of the first half. If Man U were going to get back into the game, it was at that point they had that chance. Start the second half, it never really created anything, but they had a lot of the ball. I was a bit nervous first 15 minutes, and then Joe Willock makes it 3-0 completely against the run of play with. I mean, Newcastle scored some class goals today. I thought all 3 of the goals were class, to be fair. 2 of them were long shots, and then the one goal was just Timo Livramento driving them out 100 yards to the ball. I've never seen anything like it, man. We've actually smashed Manchester United at Old Trafford. That's our second win at Old Trafford, what, 50 years or something? It's just a result that just doesn't happen for Newcastle. We just don't win here. So the fact we've done that now. I mentioned this in my vlog, but I think probably when Eddie Howe's, I mean, if you're going to criticise Eddie Howe for anything since the takeover, Newcastle don't tend to win away matches against the top six. We beat Tottenham last year, who were crap last season. Other than that, you don't win a Chelsea, we don't win a Liverpool, we don't win a Man U, we don't win a Arsenal, we don't win a Man City. So to get one of them kind of ticked off, is a good mindset for the players. It's good for the ones we have on. And again, a lot of the players playing today are kind of your bench warmers, the ones that aren't going to start in your best 11. And they're just, I mean, these guys are good enough to play, like they're so good. And I'm buzzing where things are going. For the fans that are here today, 7,000 to 8,000 of them enjoying themselves, and for the large majority of them, most of them are sound, obviously you get the odd person who saw my video. But honestly, I can just sit here and tell you my thoughts over there. I can tell you everything about this game. I'm quite flustered as I always am after some of these wins. I was flustered after we smashed Sheffield United 8-0. I was flustered after we won tonight. We're only 2 away matches. We won this season, 8-0 against Sheffield and a 3-0 against Man U. 2 results, you're thinking, what the F, like, how did we win these games? Well, we deserved it all tonight. I thought Newcastle was superb. I won't be home for tea. We're going to Wembley. Tell me, mommy, mom. Well, that was the team that beat us at Wembley last season. They are now out. Chelsea's left, Liverpool's left, West Ham's left. Realistically, with all due respect to the other teams in it, the other ones aren't going to win the Carabao Cup. So for Newcastle now, a lot of the competition's starting to go. It's in our hands. If Newcastle want to win something, it has to be this. I mean, all the teams are out. Arsenal's out, Man City's out, Man United's out. We beat both of them. We knocked both of those teams out. So why can't Newcastle do something like that? I don't want to get arrogant and say that we've done anything yet, because we definitely haven't. But for Newcastle, that's a big milestone. We've got exactly to where we want to tonight. Surprised there's still some Man U fans around here. I'll be honest, before I went home, but there's still a couple of lads, right? Surprised there's still some Man U fans. Hello there, you right? But we'll try and find some space so as I can finish things off, because there's quite a few Newcastle fans around here. That's my 5th time at Old Trafford today. I've seen we draw last season. I was absolutely buzzing with a 0-0 draw, especially in the context of the game as well. But tonight was different. Tonight was just dominant. We came here with purpose. We came here with momentum. Start 11 again. Start 11 you wouldn't actually say is good. If you look at it, honestly, I'm thinking actually what's going on here. We've got Rich playing the wing. This guy's playing the wing in years. We've got Gordon up top. He's not a striker. We've got Matt Target on the wing. Unfortunate to see him get injured after 2 minutes. It's again a bit of a concern for Newcastle, the amount of frequent injuries we're picking up, and also not just injuries as well. When players are getting injured, they then getting additional injuries, and then getting drawn back from returning to the squad. It's something that we do have to always keep an eye on. And Newcastle this season, I think, after the first couple of games, you think, well, actually, we're losing to the teams around us who are not doing great in some areas. They just seem to turn it on. You get that Dortmund loss. I think a lot of fans were deflated afterwards, a bit depressed. You're thinking again, let's see what's going on here.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, Lee. Right, mates. Hello there.
Hello. We're both doing it.
Yeah, we're both doing it. Yes. I think all the content creators are going to be doing it tonight after that. You want to talk about any game, that's the one you talk about, that kind of performance tonight. Timo Livermental, Lewis Hall. I think a lot of Newcastle fans, after seeing what's happened to Tonali, after seeing what's happened to Barnes, went, we should have done better in the summer window. We should have done this, we should have done that. What about those other 2 players, the 2 youngsters we've brought in for the future? Both of them look ready now, especially Livermental. Oh my God, he looks like a different class. I feel bad that Trippier and Livermental play in the same position. Why just play them both together? Both of them are too good not to start. As for Lewis Hall, I thought he looked great, and obviously I don't want to bash an 18-year-old, but against City, obviously, I mean, City's always going to be Man City, but I thought he struggled against them. So to see him in his natural position tonight, you see him stand the test of time against the likes of Anthony. I mean, he has to be pound for pound the worst player I've seen in the Premier League, Anthony. He's terrible. What is he, £90 million? All he does is just whinge and just hit stupid long shots all game. He adds absolutely nothing to Manchester United. And I would come out here and say that I feel bad for Manchester United, but I don't. So many times they beat us in cup finals, so many times they bashed us about bashed us about getting relegated. So I can't sit here and say I feel sorry for them. But those players are crap. Those players are rubbish. Ten Hag, yes, okay, he's got to take responsibility. But you can sack Ten Hag tomorrow, you can bring another guy, and it doesn't change anything. You've got the same players who are just not performing. I know, again, yeah, fair enough. Let's see who wants Ten Hag to go. No, but I mean,
if you look at it individually, right? We've got better players than Newcastle. on that pitch today.
But if you're Manchester United, you think?
So what's the difference there? The difference is the goal.
Guys, we are now joined, as you saw before in the match reactions, we've got a Manchester United fan here, Stretford and Pink Channel. So
I'm smiling because, like I said, when you've got no tears left to cry, you're going to smile, aren't you? And you still here to support your team. You still have a good time, don't you? So it's one of those. I'm smiling, but it's not really a happy smile.
Well, fair enough. Well, I'm having a little respectful debate before. So, essentially, what I was saying before is, obviously, you were quite critical towards Ten Hag. You think he should be sacked. But for me, I had to take some of the blame away from Ten Hag. I mean, Manchester United have got hundreds of millions of pounds of a player. I think Anthony's a good example, a £90 million player today. All he was doing today was mourning.
Well,
he was
the
taking
question you have to ask is, who
silly
signed
long
him?
shots. Yeah, okay,
Who
Ten Hag
signed
did
him?
sign him, yes. But I feel like, in terms of actual man management, I don't think Ten Hag's good at all. I think some of the stuff, obviously, I think Sancho's a good example.
You had the stuff with Ronaldo, you had the stuff with Sancho. Like with Fergie, he used to treat each player individually, didn't he?
Yes.
Like you have that story about Ryan Giggs and Eric Cantona. Ryan Giggs came in without his tie once. He gave him a bollocking, didn't he, really? Cantona did the same thing. Cantona walks in with his collar up. And what does he do? He says that when you're as good as Cantona, you can do whatever you want. So you've got to treat everyone individually, don't you? Obviously, that's the art of man management. Every single player. So if Sancho, when you look at him at Dortmund, yes, he had the same problems at Dortmund, but they got him playing, didn't they? As in, even if someone's not doing exactly what you say, if you know that they can help your team, you've got to somehow come to a compromise where you can say, okay, you're not doing everything that I'm saying, but you're a good player. Come to training on time, and I'm going to pick you. And if you're not performing well enough on the pitch, at that time I will drop you, and the fans will understand because they themselves will see that you're not performing. But when you've got other players on the pitch that aren't performing, and Sancho's looking at that, for example, like you said, Anthony. I'm a fan of Anthony. I think he'll come good in the end, but at the moment, the performances aren't good enough. So when Sancho is seeing that, what can he say? Of course he's going to be pissed off, isn't he?
Well, obviously in regards to the manager, I don't think Ten Hag's perfect. I definitely don't think he is. But I mean, how many times is it going to be? Obviously, Manchester ever since Fergie's retired. I mean, you had God knows how many managers now. It can't be the manager's fault every single time. I mean, you've got to look at that team today now. I know obviously Newcastle have been playing well. They are a great team. But even the likes of when you beat the likes of Copenhagen, you beat the likes of Sheffield United, they're not convincing wins. They're not convincing at all.
Honestly, they should have lost them all.
Yes, but on the players' point of view, I mean, these players cost hundreds of millions of pounds. On paper, likes of Rashford, Casemiro are world-class players when they want to be.
I like them. I agree.
When the players are out of form and the players are having goal drives, whatever it may be, you've got to blame the players somewhat. I don't think it's all fair to go, it's Ten Hag's fault, it's the Glazers' fault.
When all 11 players look clueless, all 11. If one or two you can tell that are just not putting in the performances, you could say, okay, maybe they're throwing the manager under the bus. But when all 11 are looking clueless, at some point you have to say, Casemiro's done it at Madrid, Rashford's done it last season, Rashford's done it under Van Gaal at times. Martial, okay, alright, I understand people are not really a fan of him. I won't use that example, but Højlund, he's a good player. Fernandes, he does it for Portugal on international duty. So these guys are performing on international duty. When they're coming back to United, they're not performing. They're professionals, they've got to this stage. They've got to have some fire in them to even become a professional footballer. So you can't expect him to say, okay, they're just not trying.
But of course. Well, obviously Ten Hag's in charge of man management, so in some cases, yes.
But then at some point you have to see the tactics as well.
Yeah, of course.
Once again, Casemiro, Varane on the weekend. No Varane, no Reguilon. You're playing Lindelof at left back against Manchester City. Once again, I don't mind Lindelof, but he's not a left back. Reguilon's a natural left back. And then you're surprised when they're coming down that side constantly. Bernardo Silva, for example, and they're ripping us apart. You can't be surprised after that. So
let's just say, for argument's sake, let's say Ten Hag was sacked tomorrow. They got rid of him tomorrow. Do you honestly think things would just change around like that?
No. No, I actually don't think they will change. But I've just got to a point where every week we're seeing the same thing. It's like Groundhog Day. I've seen the movie Groundhog Day. Same thing over and over. We're seeing the same exact thing every single time. At some point, you just have to say, you just cut your losses. Whether we get worse after Ten Hag, I won't mind it. I've just got sick of the same thing every single week and the same excuses. Once again, he'll blame the players. They're not following my system. They're not following this. But at some point, you have to take accountability and blame yourself, don't you? You got to look inwards and see what can I improve. Then after that, I can tell the other players on what to improve and stuff like that. So,
well, it's been
pretty damning, isn't it?
Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure anyway.
Yeah.
Now, and obviously things have went well
Yeah.
for you now. But listen,
Yeah.
I was at
Check me out, Stretford End Red.
Yes, make sure you do that.
I'll have the match vlog up tomorrow.
Oh,
I got all your goals in, so
he's got all the goals.
I'm
in.
not one of those fans that'll like bring the other team down.
Ah,
Of
yeah,
course,
but-
you got to give credit to the other team. Newcastle, you're a good team. I hope you guys actually do go on to win it. You've got a good fan base. You've got good everything. So why not?
appreciate it.
It'll be decent, won't it?
Thank you. It's always good to have a bit of a debate. Sometimes always good to enjoy yourselves. I know obviously it hasn't.
Well, that's
gone
what it
well,
is. It's
but
football,
always
isn't it?
good.
Yeah,
But,
the rivalries and everything, but you're not going
yeah.
to fight and
No,
all
no,
that.
listen, as I said before, I was at Wembley last season.
Yeah.
I was there for the heartache. I wasn't alive for the 96 of the Magic Newcastle fans was bloody hating for that one. So listen, I wish you all the best for. He has the many more years of back and forth and seeing which team gets over each other. But listen, all the best, guys. That's your pleasure, right?
No problem.
Thank you. Anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. It was great to speak to a Manchester United fan. It's great to talk about the game today. Who will Newcastle draw tonight? I'm hoping that it's not bloody Liverpool, but we're sure to find out. Take care, guys. Match vlog will be out tomorrow, so make sure you check out, and obviously Stretford as well. Make sure you check out his match vlog tomorrow. Take care, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.